Now, to get started, the first step in the registration process is you get into this link, hajj.nusuk.sa, registration sign up. Once you go here, you will see an icon here, start registration. You would click on this button and then you would select the country that you reside in. Again, remember, this is not the country of your citizenship. This is the country where you reside. So if you are living in Netherlands, but if your passport is Morocco, you would select Netherlands. If you are in United States, but your passport belongs to India, you would select United States. So it is the country of your residency that they're asking here. And then you select this button here to confirm that this is the country of your residency. You would enter your email address, and then you would select you would check this. There are two boxes here to confirm that you understand the rules and regulations of the Nusuk, and then you would check this box here to confirm that you are not a robot. Inshallah, nobody listening to our presentations are robots, inshallah. So once you're done with this, you would click on this create an account. When you do the create an account, you should be receiving an email with an OTP ID, basically an OTP number. You would enter the OTP number here, and then you will receive a message saying that your account is created. Account has successfully been created, and then it will require you to create a password. When you're creating the password, please look at this requirements here. Minimum of 8 characters, at least one lowercase letter, one uppercase letter, one number, one special character, and the package, the password, the original password, and the confirmed package, both of them had to match here. So you will have prompts here that basically talks about it. Okay. So once you do this, you click on this create an account, and you should be receiving a message that says you are successfully created the account. Now you have created an account. That is done, but the registration is not complete. You still have to upload the document and update the profile. Now, before we get into the uploading of the document, it's important to understand the requirements that you have to prepare your documents. The passport, the first page of the passport, first page from end to end. Please look at this image carefully. We receive lots of calls on this issue. People will have taken a picture of half this page, or people will have taken the picture of the entire page with all other things behind it. Please be careful, or sometimes they'll have taken a picture by missing the bottom part. If this is an image of the United States passport, but similar would be the passport of most of the other countries. You need to take the image of both these pages. It needs to be from corner to corner, something similar to this one. It has to be corner to corner like this, and make sure you take the picture that is legible, clear from the top. If possible, scan it, and then make sure the passport is valid for 6 months from the travel date, and make sure the date of expiry should be no later than November of 2025. You scan the full page of the passport and make sure the image is 80 by 800 by 400 and the file is less than 2 megabytes. We have given some instructions on how to fix this one. You can use the paint on the Windows, or the paintbrush on the Apple computers. That will allow you to set this to 800 by 400 megapixel. It has to be 800 by 400 pixel. It can vary a little bit here, but not too much. So follow these instructions, please, carefully. If you don't follow this step by step, this is where we run into some big issues with uploading of the passport document. Now, if the citizenship and residency are different, as I said earlier, if you are a resident of United States, but if your citizenship belongs to another country, then you also need to upload the document that basically shows the residency and then passport. The residency can be shown either generally with your permanent residency card, or your lease document for your apartment, or sometimes even they will accept the driving license. Now, this is for people who have the residency visa. Either residency visa does not necessarily mean green card. it could even be an H1, but you have to have residency in the country. People who are on a visit visa are generally not eligible for nusuk, to creating an account on the nusuk. You will get rejected if you are on a visit visa to a country. So that is not your resident country. You need to be a resident of country, which is basically H1, HB for United States, or similar thing, similar visas in other European countries also. The other part is the personal photo. Personal photo needs to follow a format such as this one here. For this, it needs to be a white background. You can wear a hijab, you can have glasses, that's not an issue here. In fact, for sisters, we recommend wearing a hijab for the picture, because that ID will also be used on your Hajj ID also. This is the ID that you'll be carrying all around throughout the Hajj. So preferably have the hijab on. It has to follow this guideline, and it needs to be 200 by 200 pixel. It cannot be anything different than this, 200 by 200 pixel, and it needs to be less than 18 kilobytes. Okay, so these are some of the requirements, and some additional requirements are listed here. So please follow this one, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, now getting started with the document upload. When you log back into your account, it'll immediately prompt you that you need to upload your document. It'll ask you to upload your passport, and then it'll ask you to upload your picture. So you click on each one of them, and you select the image that you have saved from the previous slide that I explained. So once you upload both of these two documents, you would review very carefully the scanned document, edit if it's not and then once you have successfully, it has been scanned, it'll show you your profile here. You need to double check and make sure the information that's in this profile matches exactly what's in the passport, not how you believe it should be. Please be careful about this one. Do not go and edit this field if you think it needs to be corrected. But as long as it matches your passport, you should not correct it. You should not touch it. Exactly how it is in the passport is what should be in the profile here. So you look through this one, make sure it matches, especially the dates. Make sure it matches the dates that are in the passport. So once you're satisfied, press the consent and confirm the accuracy, then you click on the next. Now, to make changes here, you would click on this edit here. This will allow you to edit your information. Fill the form here, the one that talks about the application form with home address, the approximate date. Do not be alarmed. Use May 25th. It'll on the flight. Just mention TBD, which is fine. I'm not certain still. I'm not sure how they generally use this, why they have even made this as a necessary field, required field, but go ahead and complete it. The home address and approximate this thing, and the street address, we have given you some. You mentioned the street address here, and where it says the home address, you basically you put your city here. Basically you insert the city here, and PO box, you just put the number part of your address in the PO box here. Okay, so this is basically what you would do. And moving forward, there's a form which talks about the background part within the application. Complete this one, and then the diseases form also. Now, in the diseases form, we are still not aware how this data will be used. But what we do recommend, what we request people, is carefully review the questions, carefully review the terms that are being used. For example, it's asking about chronic disease. Chronic disease, as per the Webster dictionary, is something where it's a recurring disease and something that requires regular medical attention. So we highly recommend review this carefully, understand it carefully before you answer. We do not know how it's going to be used, but being cautious is definitely what we recommend. And then you fill the background details part 2 about the vaccination, etc. The only vaccination that we are aware from the Nusuk countries is the meningitis. Okay, I know it's asking you, if you have not taken meningitis, you need to take the meningitis shot at least 10 days before your travel date. At least 10 days before your travel date, you're required to take the meningitis shot. So if you haven't taken it, but still go ahead and mention that you plan on taking the meningitis shot, so that it's recorded that you do plan on taking it, inshallah. Next, you can review all the information here, and then you click the submit. Either you can go ahead and add the family member right before you click the submit, or you can come back later on and add the family member. But you need to check all these boxes here, so that to confirm that you understand and you comply, you're going to comply with the Nusuk policies, inshallah. If you do want to add the family member, this is where you go and add the family member. Each family member requires their own unique email address and requires their own unique phone number. Please be aware of this. They need to have this one. A confirmation will be sent to each one of their email also. So you need to have an email address and a phone number for each member that you're going to add into your account. So you should get a message once you have completed this one and done a submit. You should get a confirmation that says application has been submitted successfully, and you should also receive an email that confirms that you have submitted the registration successfully. Now, people in some cases have created an account, but they want to be included in someone else's account. Before you can do that, you need to first delete your old account. Without deleting your old account, you cannot be added into another account. It'll flag you and it'll reject that one, basically. So you need to log back into your account, click on My Profile,